Former Universal Champion wants a triple threat match against Roman Reigns and John Cena at SummerSlam. SmackDown superstar slams pathetic fans for cheering Goldberg during his WWE returns, and Cassie Lee on the thing WWE did that took away her passion for wrestling. Hello everyone, Jose G here bringing you today's top stories in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling News Roundup. To stay up to date with all of our content, be sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Former Universal Champion wants a triple threat match against Roman Reigns and John Cena at SummerSlam. Former Universal Champion Finn Balor says he would be interested in facing Roman Reigns and John Cena in a triple threat match for the title at SummerSlam. Balor was set to go one-on-one with the Tribal Chief at the biggest party of the summer after the latter accepted his challenge. However, during their contract signing segment on SmackDown last week, Finn was attacked by Baron Corbin before he could sign on the dotted line to make the match official. Speaking to WWE DWOCH, Finn Balor spoke about how the situation unfolded and revealed that he has unfinished business with Roman Reigns, saying, quote, "Of course it hit a nerve, but in the same situation. I'm sure I would have done the same. So I gotta respect that and respect the approach that came with it, but I really believe that myself and Roman have unfinished business. Roman accepted the challenge, so it may not be SummerSlam, but I'm pretty sure we'll get down to business once Roman and John is handled." End quote. He added that he wouldn't mind taking on Roman Reigns and John Cena in a triple threat match at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship, by saying, quote, "Well, I'm not sure if the possibility of a triple threat at SummerSlam is off the cards right now, so if we could somehow finagle that, that would be fantastic. But if not, obviously, the one reason I'm in SmackDown is to become Universal Champion. So Roman Reigns is who I want. I've wrestled John Cena before, I've wrestled Roman before, but what I want is to regain the Universal Championship." End quote. SmackDown superstar slams pathetic fans who cheer for Goldberg during his WWE returns. WWE's throwback tweet about Goldberg's 2019 return to the road to SummerSlam has garnered a response from SmackDown superstar Dolph Ziggler, and he isn't happy one bit. The Hall of Famer Goldberg was announced as Ziggler's opponent for SummerSlam 2 years ago. Ziggler responded to WWE's throwback tweet about the memorable Raw segment by bashing the WWE Universe. He called out pathetic fans who complain about Goldberg on social media and then cheer for him when he shows up on WWE TV, saying, quote, "The same fans that do nothing but constantly complain online about stuff like this legit squeal for joy when it happens. Pathetic." End quote. Goldberg wanted a shot at regaining his self-confidence following a horrendous showing against The Undertaker at Super Showdown 2019. Thus, a match with Dolph Ziggler was arranged at the biggest party of the summer. Ziggler is one of the greatest sellers in all of WWE, and he played his part to perfection against the WWE Hall of Famer. The former WCW champion looked as dominant as ever and finished Ziggler off in a matter of minutes. Goldberg did return shortly after and squashed the Fiend in Saudi Arabia for the Universal title. He later lost it to Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 36. Goldberg recently returned to WWE TV and is scheduled to face WWE Champion Bobby Lashley for the coveted WWE title at SummerSlam. Cassie Lee opens up on the thing WWE did that took her passion away for wrestling. Cassie Lee, formerly known as Peyton Royce in WWE, has revealed that getting released broke her heart and ruined her love for wrestling. Speaking to Chris Van Vliet in a brilliant interview, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion touched on her emotional response to being let go by the company and how it affected her. Cassie Lee added that her departure from WWE still affects her even now, as she still gets emotional about it, saying, quote, "Being let go really broke my heart, and for a long while it stole my love for wrestling, and I would love to get that back and not move on with my life with this bitter feeling about wrestling. I still get emotional about it, but I know one day I'll get over those circumstances and not let it affect me like it does now." End quote. Despite the way that getting released from WWE made her feel about professional wrestling, it seems that the Australian star isn't ready to leave the business behind completely. Cassie Lee told Chris Van Vliet that she isn't done with wrestling, as she had dreams that she wanted to grasp between the Iconics splitting up and her WWE release. However, she has also started preparations to begin an acting career. The former Peyton Royce and Billie Kay have also reunited outside of WWE, with the pair starting a podcast together called Off Her Chops. Cassie Lee wanted to start a podcast for a while, but wasn't allowed by WWE. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman praised by former WWE star. Former WWE star Ricardo Rodriguez says that Roman Reigns pairing with Paul Heyman turned out better than expected. Rodriguez, who is best known for his role as Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, worked for WWE between 2010 and 2014. He began his WWE career in FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, the developmental system, alongside Reigns, then known as Leaky. Speaking to Sportskeeda Wrestling's Riju Dasgupta, Rodriguez commented on Reigns' 2020 heel turn and surprise alliance with Heyman. Here's what the former WWE superstar Ricardo Rodriguez had to say to our very own Riju Dasgupta in this Sportskeeda Wrestling exclusive.
So, have you seen Roman Reigns' new character?
Oh, it's great. He looks so natural. He looks so natural and so comfortable being a heel, and then putting him with Paul Heyman. I knew it was gonna be good because it's Paul Heyman, but I didn't realize how good it was gonna be. And then everything that he's doing with with the bloodline with Jimmy and Jay, it's great. And he's so natural in it, and I don't know why it shouldn't have been done earlier, but I mean, I'm glad it's being done right now because he's so natural at it.
You can watch the full interview with Ricardo Rodriguez and Riju Dasgupta exclusively on our YouTube channel. Jim Ross comments on what it could take for Vince McMahon to sell WWE. Jim Ross believes Vince McMahon will not sell WWE in his lifetime, but he could put the structure in place to sell in the future. The AEW commentator thinks McMahon would not walk away from a smart business deal. On his Grilling JR show, the WWE Hall of Famer was asked about rumors of the company being up for sale. He believes Vince McMahon will sell WWE only if his key players, an example, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, get a good deal from it. Saying, quote, "Well, I think Vince is going to do this till he can't physically do it anymore. Vince is a great businessman, but if the right offer came along that would make sure some of his key players are still taken care of, like Triple H and Stephanie, I don't have any doubt in my mind that he wouldn't sell it, because he'd be $1 billion plus deal. That would set up his grandchildren and his grandchildren's children. So he's a smart businessman, in other words, but I don't think that in his lifetime he would be interested in selling. But I think he would be interested in putting the structure in place to sell." End quote. Jim Ross believes WWE is sellable, and the sale of WWE would be one of the biggest buyouts in entertainment history. The former WWE commentator stated that WWE may not be for sale, but it could be viable. WWE has made a few decisions that have led many to believe that a sale is imminent. The most glaring decision that Vince McMahon-run company has made is the release of on-screen talent and backstage employees, as well as those that work in the office. The budget cuts made by WWE were a way to increase profits and to keep their stock price high, which has led to speculation about a potential sale in the near future. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling News Roundup. For more news stories and exclusive content, be sure to follow us on all social media. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.